What's up, y'all? This is Ant Glizz and this Barberson TV. Today we got Barberson Talk. He said he was shot 13 times. He been in the hospital for almost a year. And you had to have 10 different surgeries?
23 surgeries.
23 different surgeries. So
Yeah.
what did you get shot for? Or how did you get shot?
All right. It was April 28, 2019. 3 days before that, I had bought a brand new Sundays down here. Everybody, they get together and they go ride. So I went up the car wash on Patterson Park and Chase Street over East Baltimore. I always go to that car wash. So all the Yakima joints was closed. I ain't had no cigarettes. So next street up, I think it's Preston and Patterson Park. It was like 50 B's on the corner. I had my watch on, like 8,000 in my pocket. I was like, I ain't walking up there. So I bought 2 loose cigarettes from the homeless man. I light one up. I walk back to my bike. Mind you, it's a 35-minute wait to get my bike washed. So I'm standing in front of my bike smoking a cigarette. I had my head down on the phone, scrolling through Instagram. And bro, I hear a lady say, watch out. By the time I look up, bro, the dude was running so fast. One of the hoodies came off. That's how I knew who it was. And bro, 2 feet away from me, bro, it was 18. I got shot in front of my motorcycle. It was 18 shell casings on the scene. I got with a 40 and a 9.
So you said you'd seen the person's what about the hoodie? Repeat that again.
Yeah, he was running so fast that his hoodie came off. That's how I knew who one of the shooters was. You get what I'm saying? But
Oh, so basically this happened
mind
in
you,
East Baltimore.
before
This happened in
all of
Baltimore.
this, you hear me?
I can't really hear you going in and out, but we band with it. We're gonna make it work. You said this happened in Baltimore?
Okay. Yeah, East Baltimore. So mind you, before I got shot, I called two so-called homeboys and told them where I was gonna get my bike was. So mind you, when I got shot, bro, I didn't know I got shot all them times. I got shot one time. You get what I'm saying? So I'm on the ground trying to get up. Everybody's telling me no, stay down, stay down. So everybody started taking their shirts off, putting them all on me and all of that. So I hand my phone to this dude, and I gave him my girl's number. I said, man, tell my girl that I'm shot. So he called my girl, and she was like, all right, if he shot, we'll get a fucking phone to the police. He was like, man, the police ain't even on the scene yet. My son made it up to the scene, got the phone back, but the two numbers I told you I called 2 people and told them where I was. The numbers was
Yeah.
erased out the phone. That's how I know it was a setup. You get what I'm saying?
So who had the phone? Your homeboy.
No,
Your home
uh,
your homeboy who called your girl or your girl got the phone?
uh, like, I don't even know.
So I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
don't
get
even
how
know,
this
but I guess
completed.
I,
Like who
bro,
had
it
the phone
was
in
like,
possession?
right, right. Shit, bro, you good? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, look, so when I'm on the ground, I hand my phone to this dude. I don't even know the dude, but it's probably like, kid you not, bro, like 80 people out there. You get what I'm saying? So somebody grabbed the phone from him and he erased the 2 numbers that I called out of there. Because look, because when the detective told my girl that my son got the phone, somebody told them that they seen my son get the phone. So my son wasn't trying to get the phone back to the police because all the Instagram and all that shit was in there. So pictures and all of that. So he finally, when I came out of coma like 2 months later, fucking my son asked me who all did I call, and I told him such and such and such and such. And he was like, Daddy, them numbers was erased out the phone. You know what I mean? That's how I know out of one of them 2 people that I called, they backdoored me. They're the one that called the.
Called to play. It makes sense. So you called 2 people prior to you being there with your
Yeah,
bike. Something happened to you,
you
and
know what I
then you
mean?
pass your phone off to get in contact with your girlfriend. Once you try to get in contact with your girlfriend, later on down the line, you look in the phone and see that them numbers that wasn't in it, that the 2 people you contacted. All right. So you was in a coma. You got shot that bad. You passed out on the scene and you woke up in a coma.
He said he was in a coma for 3 months.
Two
Oh, you was in
months,
a coma for 3 months?
2 months, 2 months.
2. All right.
Yeah,
So you
2 months.
shot on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
scene. You say call your girlfriend. They call your girlfriend. You blink out and you wake up 2 months later.
Listen, I'm leaving, I'm on the ground because I ain't want to see the blood because everybody I know got shot. Once they seen the blood, bro, they start panicking, right? So I just put my head on the ground, bro, and left it to God. It was all in God's hands. You get what I'm saying? So all I remember is them put me in the ambulance. Somebody, I guess my son was beating on the door in the ambulance and all of that shit, and then boom, I went out. Wake up in the hospital 2 months later.
Like you don't remember none of the 2 months at all. Like none.
Nothing, bro. Nothing, bro.
Just blank.
No,
Just
none
blank.
of that shit, bro. All I remember waking up, and then I guess the doctors called the detectives because they only get the doctors told my family I only had a 0.3% chance of making it. You know what I mean? So all I remember waking up, the detectives coming in there and showing me photo lineups, bro. And I was so mad because I seen the dudes in the lineup, but I ain't pick them out. You know what I mean? I was raised in the street, bro. You know what I mean? So my girl, bro, I've been with my girl for what almost 30 years, bro. And at the time, bro, it was 24 years when I got shot. She was ready to leave me and all because I ain't want to tell on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the code. It's the code
Damn,
though,
that's
bro.
deep. That's
That's
deep.
deep though. It's the code, bro. First of all, I want you to know you blessed.
Yeah.
And whew, oh my God, I'm trying to analyze it. So you woke up in a coma. Are you feeling like you just woke up from a nap? Like, how does it feel waking up from a coma?
Bro, just imagine waking up, bro. Like waking up. Bro, I had a thing in my neck where I couldn't talk, the trach in my neck. And then I was so weak, I couldn't even pick up a pen to write. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you can't do nothing, bro. Then you got some pretty ass nurses giving you baths, wiping you down. Like, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. It's not for the weak, bro. And, bro, and like, the other dude that you interviewed, the one that got hit with the switch, right? He ain't
Yeah,
lying, bro, because my my
we have a tech.
fiance, bro, 2 times
Sam,
in
hold on.
one leg and the other leg. And
Say it
kid you
over. The
not,
sound
bro.
is messing up.
Yeah, look. I got shot 10 times between my stomach and chest, 2 times in my one leg and 1 time in my other leg. And so on my left leg, I got hit in the main artery too. So my fiance signed papers for the doctor to amputate my leg from the knee down because the blood wasn't flowing. My whole leg was black. So the doctor took me in the operating room. He tried one more thing. He cut me from the knee down to the ankle on both sides. And then my blood started flowing, but I lost 4 of my toes. You know what I mean?
I did see some of the pictures that you was
But I
posting on
said, fuck them
Instagram.
toes. I'd rather
It
have them
kind of
toes
like
instead of
it
that
kind of
leg.
like
I
some of the surgeries.
I sent you all of them. Yeah.
You just gave me the
Yeah.
chills. You tough, bro.
I was looking at some of the pictures from the
No.
surgery. I see that
And
you said you had to go through
bro. And
23
then
different surgeries. And what was the surgeries for?
20, for 9 minutes. I'm gonna send you all the shit that my doctor did an interview on too.
We gonna have
Hold on,
this.
say it again. Say it again.
We gonna have to get as much as we can, fast as we can, to come back with a part 2 of this because it's like it's the audio messing up.
Yeah.
9 minutes. So
Say what you said again. I said, what was the surgeries for? The 23 surgeries?
Uh, so when I first went in there, my heart stopped for 9 minutes. They had to do the emergency surgery. So the doctor's massage was inside of my shit, massaging my heart to get my heart rate back.
You got
They massaged
insurance?
my heart and got my heart rate back. No shot or nothing. You know what I mean?
You
No
got
CPR.
insurance?
Man, fuck no state insurance. But I listen, my
They going through a lot to keep you alive, bro. I'm just like they fighting for you, bro. They cutting arms, toes, like they
listen,
doing
my
like
doctor,
shit.
bro, my doctor has a story too. My doctor was shot at 16. He was off of work in the parking lot. He clocked out off a 24-hour shift. As soon as I got in there, bro, they go on vacation with his family and canceled the vacation and stayed with me while he did them surgeries, bro.
It was meant for you to be here, bro.
Look, that's some
Real shit,
Baltimore
bro.
stuff. Man, listen, if you would have been in DC, and man, they wouldn't have
Yeah, like
saved
I don't think they fighting for you. I don't even want
you.
to
They
put that
wouldn't
up.
even
I
have
don't
fight.
think
They
they
wouldn't have
fighting for you
saved
that
you
hard.
without that insurance in DC.
Yeah, you
I
Baltimore
right.
don't know.
different.
But my doctor, he even told me, he said, what, long, he lives in Virginia. And fucking, he told me, he was like, man, once he seen me, say something just drew me to him. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, and then they was going to take me down University of Maryland. That shot trauma, but that was farther. I was at John Hopkins right around the corner. So that's how God works, you know what I mean? Like 5 minutes around the corner, bro. So they took me to that hospital. Like, bro, I stay in contact with my doctor to this day, bro. I go down there and talk to the nurses and all of that shit, bro. Cause they ain't have to do what they did for me, bro.
You right.
That's facts. Your doctor specifically went over and beyond. So that's true. That's facts. How
They
long
ain't
did it
had to
take
do
for you
that
to get
shit.
back walking again?
And bro,
I said, how long did it take for you to start back walking
so
after you got
say
shot?
10 months. Yeah, I was in the hospital for 10 months and then rehabilitation for 2 months. So I came home in a wheelchair, but I can't walk real far. You get what I'm saying? I can walk using a walker and shit like that, but like walk around the house and shit. But I can't
Oh,
walk
so
real
you
far. So
saying
like I go to the mall or
you
something, I
still
gotta
can't
use a
walk far.
wheelchair. You know?
You still kind of dealing with that.
Yeah, I can't. Hell no. Yeah, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My body's fucked up, bro.
So
Fucked up, bro.
it wasn't a random
I
act
mean,
of
fucked
violence
up. You know what I mean?
back
Messed
door.
up.
It wasn't a random act of
Nah,
violence.
that shit was just backdoor jealousy and a false allegation, bro.
Do you
Hey,
still?
bro, and remember when I first DM'd you, the dude that you know that I know, he was in my DM. I got
I'll
Oh,
sound
you
so.
guys say it again. You guys say it again, bro, because it
Nah,
jumped
don't
out.
even repeat. Don't repeat it. We're gonna do a part two. We just gonna
in
come
my
out with
DM.
just tell if you can hear me for anybody that been shot and been in a coma that's going through something. Do you got any type of words of motivation
Man,
for them to keep them
talking
pushing?
about bro, you hear me? That shit keeps going in and out.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Say it again. Say it again,
So,
Ant.
If you got any
hey,
words of motivation,
remember when? Go
we
ahead,
gonna
my
have to
bad.
we gotta pause it. We definitely gonna have to get a whole new and I ain't gonna be able to get through this jump. Like I can't really explain it. It's like muting every 5 seconds.